what's happening in Argentina today is frankly miraculous. Because when you're talking about a pendulum, for 75 years, the pendulum has been way over on the left with the Peronists. And even when they had supposedly center-right parties occasionally in power, they were basically no more than what we used to call Rockefeller Republicans or big government Republicans. And so Argentina has literally been the worst performing economy in the world for a long, long time. And it got so bad a couple of years ago with hyperinflation and economic stagnation and rising poverty and unemployment that the voters of Argentina did something that nobody expected. They elected a wild, crazy, and I say this in a positive way, a wild, crazy libertarian, Javier Milei, to their White House. It's actually the Pink House, Casa Rosada. But they elected Javier Milei as president, and literally within 2 months, he balanced the budget. Within less than a year, he brought inflation from well over 200% down to about 25%, and it's still heading down. He's deregulating, and what's really miraculous is even though he basically has said no to all the interest groups, he's cut all sorts of spending, the largest peacetime spending cut in world history, reducing the burden of government by 6 percentage points of GDP. He did all that. We just back in the end of October had midterm elections, and everyone was thinking, oh my God, these voters are going to be so tired of Javier Milei and the fact that he's cutting spending and saying no to all the interest groups. Everyone thought the Peronists, the left-wingers, were going to win the midterm elections. Instead, Javier Milei's Libertarian Party won a landslide victory. So I'm incredibly hopeful that Argentina is going to show the entire rest of the world, if you do good policy, because it's basically Reaganism, Thatcherism on steroids. If you do good policy, not only can you turn your economy around very rapidly, which he's done, it's one of the fastest growing economies in the world now, but you can also get politically rewarded. In other words, the voters, okay, maybe they were used to having their hands out and treating government like Santa Claus, but even the Argentinian voters who for 75 years were voting for these left-wing Peronists, they realized, wait, he cured hyperinflation, poverty is coming down rapidly, private incomes are going up, employment is going up, investment is pouring into the country. We've balanced our budget. We're not, mooching off the IMF anymore. And so hooray for Argentinian voters. They actually were mature and adult enough to realize, okay, we can't treat government as a piñata or as Santa Claus, but if we allow free markets and give Javier Milei the support to do more spending cuts, more free trade, more deregulation, Argentina, I mean, you go back before the Peronists took over, Argentina was one of the 10 richest countries in the world. I have every expectation that Javier Milei can make Argentina one of the richest countries in the world once again. He's off to a great start, and I'm so excited that the voters of Argentina gave him a big victory in the midterm elections, because we know in the U.S., midterm elections normally go against the party in power. But in Argentina, by being really hardcore free market, Javier Milei has delivered not only huge economic benefits, but a giant political victory in those midterm elections at the end of October.